Hey, welcome back, everyone. As you can see, there's the Chicago architecture set that I'd previously built a few years ago. Here's the San Francisco set we were building. I had to leave off yesterday, but you can tell this new set's much wider. There we have the Sears Tower, Willis, whatever you want to call it, the infamous Bean in Millennium Park, one of our famous rising bridges, the McCormick Place building, I believe, and then the red building and the white building, which I can't remember the names of right now. So that is Chicago architecture. We're going to put that over here next to Gundams and various art drawing books that I haven't read but should. Okay. We got natural light today. Which again, I apologize for any glaring, but that's just kind of the way it has to be. Maybe I can. I did this yesterday. I tilted yesterday. Let's try it like. No, let's try it like this. I'm trying to keep my head in frame. Okay, well, it ain't great. But we'll let it go because honestly, I need the light. Last time I tried to do this, there wasn't any light, and I had to turn the light on. So it's like, let's just leave the natural light and we'll leave the electric light off. How about that? So this is part one. It's all done. I've opened and separated all the part two pieces. So we're just gonna find that part in the book. Looks like we're gonna start putting some buildings in. Okay. Part two, yeah, it's mostly going to be the buildings. And we start with instruction 29. We need a 3-piece cover, one of our little lighthouse pieces, and I call these little funny ones with the holes through them. And the little lip on the bottom. Oh, this isn't one of those. No, this is different. It doesn't have the little lip on the bottom. Okay. Well, and I'm going to need one of these 2-piece bricks with the hollow points in it. I'm not sure if we're going to be running anything through there, but we'll see. Welcome back, Nerdy John. Put these two down, and then we're just going to put this on top. So this is where we're starting today. Now we're going to start building up a tower. Oh, okay. These hollow pieces are because we're going to put like a flat, clear thing, a cover on the outside. That's when we use these parts. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I need to assemble 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. And I got to build 4 of these now. Got to avoid the ones of these with the lips on them. Just kind of. Also, these ones with 4 hollow points on the outside. I need the ones that have 2 hollow points and then 2 just flat walls. Because we're leaving the sides bare, I guess. So I may be going through these, looking for the right parts. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. You're spending it with me building Legos. That should say something. But I don't want you to get depressed. Anyway. That's how we spend the week away in the merry old land of France. Yeah. I missed a little dialogue box, but I'll check that in a second so you don't have to repeat yourself. I'm just looking for this, yeah. Dane, hello. Nerdy John is saying candy is going to be dirt cheap. Well, I got a sugar problem. I can't be stuffing my face with candy anymore. I'll just let that fade. I got enough candy from some friends who, my mom's actually. How pathetic is that? My mom's friends sent me candy. There we go. Okay, so we got 4 of these now. We're just going to add them up here. This'll, as I build, you'll be able to see. There we go. And that's kind of the interior of our first building. That is going to be I have to look it up because I don't live on the West Coast. But that should be the Salesforce Tower, it looks like, which is this large one right here we're building, the Salesforce Tower. I just had lunch and then decided to do this. So I'm all clipped. Wasn't it sad to see Wayne's World breaking down and becoming sponsors for Uber Eats? It's like some people, they don't even care. Everyone was quoting that on the YouTube for that commercial. It's like, because they made a big deal about not selling out on Wayne's World the movie. Now, 20 years later, they're selling out to Uber Eats. So, God bless America. Get that paycheck, Mike and Dana. Okay. All right. Now we're putting a top on this piece. So we'll just leave it over here so it doesn't block my handsome face. We're going to build another one of those previous pieces. So do that. I always have to line up these single ones just right. That. And then another 3-piecer. Now we're putting some of those single flat covers on top. The middle one being the yellow stud. But we're going to cover that one up with a flat piece too. So. Oh, the Shrek guy. The kids today, I tell you. We're going to put, where is that? Where's that piece I need? Here we go. Okay. So that goes on top. Now we've got that. That's the top of our tower. I've already forgotten what do we call it. The Salesforce Tower, I believe. Salesforce Tower. Okay. It's starting to come along. We're going to put this to the side and do some more building. I think we're going to build the outside of the Salesforce Tower now. Take a 10-piece here, and we're going to put a 3-piece stud top on the end. We're going to then put another 10-piece stud on top, and on the bottom we're going to put a 4-piece black stud. Then we're going to put some smooth covers on these. 2-piece on the bottom. One of these much longer ones in the middle. I'm not going to count it. You're just going to have to guess. Another 2-piecer. And then a little, like, one of these long little inverted staircase things. Here, let's climb these stairs. Now turn it upside down, and we're going to put it on there. So it looks like a little bullet train, doesn't it? Now we're going to go onto the back here, and where you see this middle row, we're going to clip that on that. So this goes on the back. Yeah. Well, that's fancy. Anyway. We've got these little long quarter moon pieces. They're a little longer than a circle. They're more quarter ovals, but they're going to go on the outside here on the back along these little singular studs. We're just going to build one on top of the other. I believe it's 6 on each side. 3, 4, 5. Come on. Hands are greasy from my onion rings. Anyway. 6. Then on the other side as well. 1. Tahoo! You ever have those Tootsie Pop commercials? I grew up watching that stupid owl. Mr. Owl! How many Legos does it take to get the top of the Salesforce Tower? Let's find out, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 3. It's like, you lying bastard. It was mine, and you ate it. No buffalo ranch sauce. I forgot to even get onion ring sauce at the Burger King. Had them plain. That's okay. I'm there for the crunch. So that's the outside. All right. We're going to build a little bit on the inside now. Can I put that there? Yes, I can. We're going to take one of the 4-piece hollow circles. I really don't know any terminology, so I'm really just making this up as I go along. I feel like a complete idiot, but that's all right. I'm used to feeling like a complete idiot. We're going to put this brown stud on top and a gray circular cap on the brown stud. And this is just going to rest on top of the cover, but we're going to be able to pop that in and latch it onto the back. You can see it's kind of loose here. So it's not locked onto that cover. It's just, whoops, well, there, I had that coming. Let me turn it around and do this properly. Okay, so that's on there now. Regional podcasting. I had no idea that was even a thing, but good. Congratulations to you and yours. I've been on a couple of podcasts for my minor fame. I did a Mystery Science Theater podcast. I did a podcast with my friend Dan called Sleep Bad TV Good, where we talked about Mystery Science Theater. So I think I've ridden that one as well as I can. Because I did work with Riff Tracks the one time. We won the contest when I was part of Channel Awesome. All right, I got to build another one now. Now I need a yellow stud, single. I almost said rectangular. I'd get into it, but it's like I don't even have the time to listen to podcasts. Anyway, slide that on. And circular cap. And this, there we go. Now this piece is going to go here. So let me gently lift it up. It's a little unbalanced now because it's got all this weight on the, I'm holding on to this tiny little piece that's attached to an end, so the whole thing kind of wants to pop off. It'll get better as you build it, but that's what we're doing right now. Now we're on to instruction 39. We're going to build another, we're going to do the other side now, the side that faces you when you look at the piece. And that's, we're going to start with the cap this time. We are going to then add a brown 3x1 piece. I'll go back to the mathematical way of talking about Legos. Then we're going to add another 10-piece gray line. If at any time you know how to refer to Legos, please tell me, because I feel like I'm being a complete moron. I need a dark gray 6x1. And then we're just going to cover it up with a few piece. And we're going to do those inverted stairs again. And those have to match up with the bottom. Many times I'll realize I've gotten it wrong and I do something like this. But it should be like this. I think another DC Marvel crossover is very unlikely given the one second here, kids. Given that it's now Warner Brothers and Marvel owning the companies. I think the last time it happened, Marvel was kind of its own company. Now that Disney owns it, unless Robert Zemeckis gets involved, I don't see a crossover happening, if you know what I mean. Here we go. I bought these at Half Price Books. The first two issues of JLA and Avengers, which has not been published as a collection until for a long time. So I got the first half of that story, drawn by the wonderful George Perez. Let's finish. I gotta read that at some time. I gotta find the other two and read it, but let's one thing at a time here. Okay, here's the middle part for that's going to be facing you. And we're just going to put that in over the stuff we've already put there. And you can see there's a little kind of gap. You see where the yellow part is there. So that's going to be another place we can connect it. That's why this one's a little longer and doesn't have the covering on the bottom, because that's going to be covered up by other buildings and scenery. So that's facing us. Now we got to build on the other side. Hey, you ain't got nothing on me, San Francisco. Anyway, now we're just going to leave it. It says the instructions say we're just going to leave it. So I'll push that over. We're going to get started on the next building, which instructionally, I believe, it's the Trans-America Pyramid, which isn't really a pyramid. It's just a very pointy building. The next building, according to the instructions, will be the Trans-America Pyramid. That's what I meant to say, but me no English speak good. I just like making faces. I'm like 5 years old. Every time I see myself in the camera, I'm going to make a face. Maybe this is why I'm alone on Valentine's Day. It was San Francisco, so it was probably cheap Chinese labor. That was dark. But, not inaccurate. There's a wonderful documentary I saw a few years ago. It was on Netflix. It's not anymore, unfortunately, called Searching for General Tso. And it starts out, it's a movie about Chinese food. But in reality, it's a movie about the Chinese-American experience. About, why the Chinese suddenly had opened restaurants and laundry stores in California. There's an interesting story behind that, and it's pretty racist, as you might have guessed. So, if you get a chance to see that movie, it's really excellent. My parents both have seen it. My best friend saw it. All on my recommendation. It's a really good movie. It's Searching for General Tso, TSO. Anyway, we're going on to white pieces now, because this is going to be a white building. I feel unintentionally racist on this episode. Hi, Lego Yobo. Thank you. I hope so. I hope we can all be friends. Okay. Take the 2x4 white plate, and we're going to put two of the long covers on the top half, leaving 4 empty for the 2x3 cover plate to go on the bottom. And then we're going to add a 2-stud piece there. Oh, thanks, man. Cancel culture finally came for me, huh? You can't cancel somebody nobody's watching. He said to his audience of 3. It says on my thing. Maybe there's more. I think it counts down if you don't talk. Like when you sign in, it counts you, but after a while, if you don't make a chat thing, it counts you out. So I don't know. I don't know how many people are watching. I don't think I'm in double digits. So enough about me. So this is going to go right here. You can see this little area has been left open. We're going to stick that in there. So it's like that. And it's not quite a pyramid yet, obviously. But we're going to build in front of it now. We're going to add some, take some of the black lighthouse pieces. I don't know why I call them that, but they got the little, it's because it looks like there's a little lamp in front, I guess. It looks like a lamp. Maybe I should call it a lamp piece. Whatever. And I'm going to put some dark green squares on this. Now, the dark green squares are going to represent the hills of San Francisco. I know when we get to those like little full house buildings. And we're going to put them, where do we want those? We want the green squares facing inside so we don't see them. I'm going to put those down there. And I have a little trouble with this one. Yeah, it's giving me a little trouble. Let me... Are we okay? Well, it's in there. It's where it should be. Let me... Oh, I don't think it's pushed in all the way. There we go. There we go. Oh, I gotta pull this off for a second here. Make sure that's in now. There we go. It wasn't in all the way. That's why this piece wasn't going in. That's the thing with Legos. They're very precise. So those two pieces went in there. Well, me too, but Joel's kept it going in his way. He did 2 new shorts as a charity thing for this Native American Aid Society in Minnesota, and then there was the last tour, and then they had like the tour and the new cast get together for Turkey Day this year. So they're still going. I hope we get more, but Riff Tracks is still there, and you got amateur riffers like me. I keep doing geek riffs. I do 4 shorts a year, so I've got a nice little back catalog. And there's some other really good riffers out there on YouTube, like Josh Way, so you should check them out. Riffing's not going anywhere. It may not be on television at the moment, but we can hope that changes at some point. Okay, now I need the 2 of these 4x1 black stud plates, and then 2 of the gray pieces that end in hooks. Do I have those? I'm not seeing them. Maybe it's dark gray. Oh boy. I don't see. Or is it? Oh, it's white. Sometimes the colors on these books instructions are so terrible, and you're looking at the wrong. These looked gray on the instruction books, but these are what I need, and they're going to go. Well, they're not going on these. Okay, they're just the black plates are going to go on top of the ones we just put down, and then on the yellow plate in front of it. Snap, and then we're going to making sure the hooks are kind of like this instead of this. I'll show you what I mean. Come on, you little... There we go. So that's the stuff we just put in. We put these plates on and these 2 little white hooks that are running left to right, so you can probably... I think the Golden Gate Bridge thing is going to head through there. No, it's not. It's not hard, I would say, but like I said, there's a level of precision that if things aren't lined up, or if you use the wrong piece, sometimes you have to go back and fix it. That's okay. I don't mind that. We need one of the yellow pieces that has like the little thing in front, the little I-beam, I guess you'd call it, like that. That's going to go on a dark gray plate, 2-piece dark gray. That goes on the bottom. And then I have only this one kind of beige 2-piecer. This is the only beige colored piece, and that's the one that's going on top. And those are going in front of the white building. So, see right there. I know I'm on my phone, so this isn't the best footage, but honestly, if I'd done this in front of my computer, I'd have to keep holding things up all the time. So it's just easier for me to do this on my phone. So I apologize if this isn't the best video or audio quality, but doing these builds in front of my computer is not, well, it's possible. It's just a pain in the butt, and I don't want to do it that way. So Tough. Uh, I'm being so mean to everyone for showing up. Okay, two-piece stud, and that's going to go over the brown plate still exposed here, and then we're going to do the half moon pieces up both sides. It's 6 on either side. Come on. Doesn't want to do it. Make sure that's all, again, make sure these are all even, Steven. Come on, you little. San Francisco hasn't been the same since Globo Chem bought them. Anyway. Rode Podmix. I know I have a Rode microphone. I don't know if that's Podmix must be a podcasting thing. But it was my dad bought it to record himself on his guitar, and when he moved, he gave it to me because he went out to live in Arizona. He's sick of this snow. I don't blame him. Or he was just done with it, I think. I think he moved about a year later. I've had the Rode for a while. I'm having difficulty with my audio recording, I know, so I'm gonna build down. I'm getting this one piece doesn't want to stick on. Maybe if I work down, I can figure out where the problem is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This bottom one on the right does not want to fit in, and I don't know. All right, let's try it now. Yeah, should there be... It's like there's not enough space, which doesn't make sense to me. Except I think, looking at it, it looks like these should be even, but they're not. I'm too far down. Okay, so that's an issue. That's an issue. Yeah, okay, you can see I had these too far down in the front, so I need to move these all up like a little bit. I was attaching to the top space instead of the bottom space on these pieces. So I've done that. That should give me the room I need now. There we go. Now I can do it. But I got to reset the other side, don't I? Yes, I do. Which is difficult because I got this white building here now. Let me just try and take the pieces off. That'll save me some trouble. Slowly destroying San Francisco. Not since the earthquake has anyone done as much damage as Brian Hines to San Francisco. Okay, come on. There we go. Okay, this is almost fixed because of my lax incompetence. All right, there we go. That's the proper look to the building, although the sides need to be finished. Let me can I shade it a little? There we go. All right. Now I need to do the sides. So we're going to build 2 pieces. We're going to take this little 4-piece with the hole on top and a cover on the bottom. 2 of the little quarter pie covers go on top. There we go. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's it. And then you just snap these on the bottom. We'll do another one. Little paper. And that goes on this side. That's a little bit of an Art Nouveau building. You see a lot of these in BioShock. And I need to finish it off with a little mini inverted staircase thing on either side, attaching to the Single stud still on top. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying us while you're stuck at home. Because since we've been stuck at home, basically all we can do is hopefully entertain you. So it's a nice symbiotic process. There we go. That looks good. That looks real good. And we have a little thing. The building's crown will feature a 9-story electronic art piece based on abstract videos filmed each day in the city. Well, that's great, but it doesn't help me with my Legos. All right. Next up, let me adjust my legs because my butt's getting numb. Take the 2 lighthouse pieces, and we're going to attach them via a plate. There we go. And this. And that is going to go inverted. There's a dark brown thing that was hard to see because of the coloring. Single dark brown stud piece. That's going to go on top of the single beige piece we have. Just that. We're doing some more interior stuff here. Okay, now I missed something. Somewhere along the lines. There's a blue plate that I don't see. Okay, what did I miss here? I needed one of these boomerang pieces to go by the white building I put down. I will probably have to take a break and take that call, but I just got a call on the phone. I don't know if you guys could tell that or not. There we go. See, I skipped something on page 43, instruction 43. Which I'm not sure, maybe I skipped no, that was when I put the 2 white claws in. Okay, well, we'll just fix that now. There's not a huge, put a little gray piece on the black row on the yellow, on top of the yellow row. I paint a rich picture, I know. All right, so, okay. So I skipped a few things, but I think that's all. All right, so now I had to add some pieces in there. I had the dark blue, the gray with the single spot there, and these gray covers. Now I can go back to where I left off. What did I? And that was, I was going to put this piece on top of the blue piece that I forgot to put on. There we go. So that goes, yeah, I put it on backwards. I wasn't paying attention. I'm so happy to be done. That piece. Let me wiggle it off. This is why I sucked when I used to make furniture for a living, and I'd screw up something and not find out till a couple of pieces later, and I have to go back and fix everything. Okay, there. So that goes on like that right there. That's the piece I just put on. I am going to apologize. Can I pause this? I'm almost through with the second piece, although there's a lot of brown stuff left. So I'm saying about halfway done on the build at this point. Yeah, okay, I'm going to mute my microphone because I have to take a call, so I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to put you on that. Okay, we're back. Thank you for your patience. I have to get some things done. I might just end this when I'm done with part 2, like I did yesterday, because I got stuff happening at 3, but I'll try and get as much done as I can. So So where did I leave off? I need gray covers, those inverted bits, those inverted stairs. We're going to put one on this end here, click, and I need the arch one. We'll put that on between the blue bits, unless I've messed up somehow, which is always possible. Yeah, there was a dark gray 2-bit piece I needed to put on. Let's, and then I'll hang over the edge. I see, okay. Now we're kind of sticking pieces in between very narrow shelves, if you will. So we're gonna just do our best. All right, so we're putting that piece on, and we got that piece on that kind of, you can see, kind of acts as a curve. We might be building up those hills. Humdricky hua hua. I'm going to take one of these and put a clay or a blue plate on it, and that is going to go in front of the gray building. Is there something I put? No, that goes there. Okay, well, that's just going to snap on there, I guess. It doesn't really go on the piece underneath there. You can see the stud sticking up. It's just going to rest on top. It's going to attach to the studs we had in front on the brown piece. Keeping clean. Because of the shape of the building, the majority of the windows can pivot 360 degrees so they can be washed from the inside. Well, that's not bad. That's Transamerica Tower. You can just turn them around and clean them that way without having to climb outside and fall off to your death, which I assume happens a lot more than we hear about. All right, I need 2 of these pieces. We're going to put some more of those hooks on them. Like so. And like so. So we got that happening. And these are going to go on either side of the white building we've been building. So that goes there, and that goes. It's like shatter everything and some pieces flying. Woo! Yeah. It's very unbalanced, so you got to have a good hold on these things. So we got that on that side and that on that side. Just the little hooks you can see. All right. We're doing we got the little Death Star, Star Destroyers showing up. Not Death Star, what did I say? Very rubbery. And that's because it's so thin. We got little handles, the 2-piece ones that end in a handle, on which we're going to put this little roof piece. And then that attaches to this piece. Not easily, but it attaches. And we're going to do one on each side. And these are going to go in the hooks we just put down. So you can put them in, and then you're just going to put it up. How about that? Do another one. And another one. Okay. So you see we got down on either side now. We built the kind of the pyramid with the edges sticking out. This is a complex piece now we're going to build. We're going to take there's a little print piece here with these little tracks, I guess, or little 8s. It's a little hard to see, I know. That's going to go on top of this boomerang piece so that there's an edge sticking out. What else now? Then we take a little 6-piece. We're going to leave that. Oh, okay. We attach. Have I got this wrong? This is a tricky one. Yeah, this goes on the top. That was my mistake. So then this piece goes on the bottom. So it's like this. It's a little, Upward staircase. And we're going to add some of these gray vents on either side but the connecting corner. Actually, no, they just go up and down parallel to each other. And then we're putting a gray dot on the remaining piece. I don't know if these are meant, I think they're just meant to be little buildings in front of the larger buildings. Yeah, I think that's it. And that's going to go on the beige piece we put in earlier once we slide it in front of the white building. Once again, using the exterior studs to hold it in place. So those go in there, our little buildings in front. We're building up the scenery now. Oh, that don't. Hey, Mr. Brody. Yeah, now we have some other pieces that we're doing this with, the gray pieces. Oh boy, did I screw this up? Looks like there was some, or these are white. Okay, yes, these are the white. Again, the colors in these instruction manuals are not good. You have to often match new pieces to what you've already put down to figure out which color they want. I thought these were gray. Again, they're white, but they've got little windows on them, so they're meant to be micro buildings, and we're gonna put them on top of this little weird one hole in the bottom, 3 studs on top thing. Okay, and then we're going to put the little white mini brick on one end, and this little one that has a little plunger, dynamite handle kind of thing on the other hand, with the plunger being out, of course. And then we lay a white cover plate on top. And I thought this was a sideways building. It's an up building. Once again, it's going to go into the little white hooks we put down first. Well, let's try that a little better. And that just kind of holds there. So we're building the compacted San Francisco skyline. I'm not sure what building that represents, if any. But that's in now, and we're going to start. I don't even know what these things are. Excuse me. Just leave that off for now. Yeah, I don't know what this is on the. I think we're just building up the hills now, but it'll be that bright colored stuff. We haven't used any of these brown pieces really, and I got a whole pile of them here. So that's probably next. So we're gonna take a 2-piece, add a 2-piece plate into the front. Add this little wedge on top pointing down, inclining in, I should say, as it goes down. Then we add a white clip, a yellow stud to the front. I can't talk right now. My mind's all over the place. And an inverted wedge going out. And on top of that, we're going to add a dark green cover plate on the top. And that's going on top of the gray stuff we put on top of that I forgot to put on earlier, but it's here now, so we're all good. All right, let me get in here. It's giving me issues. Okay, it just goes on the one piece. I had it too far back. But you can see that's where it's going in. Then we take this little yellow stick they gave me. Where does that go? That goes in the middle here. Is there a hole for it? Yes, there is. So we're just gonna stick it in there. Oh, and I broke it. That goes in front. Nice thing is if you break these, they're really easy to fix. All right. Now we're using these. Brown shows up so well on black. Thank you so much, Lego Company. We're going to put one hook on top and slide that down. And click that on. There we go. And then just a brown stud piece on the outside. You can see those are what we just put on. Okay, so another hook piece, and this time a little square, but one of the ones that has a hole through the middle, but not on the other side as well. And we're going to put the hook on top. We're going to turn it 90 degrees because I wasn't supposed to do it that way. So the holes face us, but the hook goes onto the yellow bit. And again, we'll slide that down and on. You can see that's what we just did right there. Push that yellow stick down a little more. It's supposed to be down further. And hook. Now it goes under a two-piece, another two-hole brick. No, I did that already. Spit. What did I do? Oh, you know, I didn't. Okay, I got that wrong. Let me take it off. I put a square piece there and it should have been a hook. So it's like a little cow. Moo. No, I'm kidding. Oh, you know, this is really hard to read in the. Okay, so. I am supposed to put that square down there, but that should have been down first. That's my bad. Okay, so we're going to put that on there first, and then slide the hooks on. So that's what we were going for. Plate, hook, brick, hook. Oh. Okay. 70, we're going to build something similar for the other side now, where we take the single stud piece, put the two-piece hole on top, and then a hook on top of that. So we're trying to mismatch them so they don't attach at the same spot, you know. You dig? You dig. I get it. I need a hook. I need a hook. Where? Hope I didn't lose that when I was detaching pieces. Detaching? Detaching. I can't talk. Here's the one I had before. Well, this is 1, 2. Oh, no, it's just a regular square. There's nothing to go on. That's an unusual way to do it. Okay, so there was no hook. I don't need one. That's why I couldn't find it. And that's just going to go on top. Line it up as best you can. And that goes there. So that's what we got happening. And then, boy, this is hard to read. And then we're just building a large brown piece. Now we start with a 3-piece stud and put 3 of those hollow bricks through. There we go. And then on top of that, we're going to put 4 3x1 bricks. I call them bricks when they're wider instead of just like a plate, which is nice and thin. 3 and 4. And then on top of that goes 3 more of those little see-through pieces. See-through because you can see through them. The little one with the exterior studs, I should say. There's got to be terminology yet, but I can't pick it up. And on top of that, we're going to throw 2 plates and a stud plate in the middle. And on top of that one, we're going to put a 2-piece plate, if I can find it. No, these are not right. What am I looking for? It's so hard to see on these things. It should just be a 2-piece cover plate, but I got all these vent things instead. Bear with me. Here we go. Here we go. There's only one of it, and it looks like a lot of another piece, so that gets confusing. That's it, and that's going to go on top of what we've been building with the yellow pole. So you can see that. Then we're going to build another 2 of another piece, so we got to double up here and find these 2 long plates. These, I believe, are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 by 2s. And that's where all these vents are going to go then, on the left side. When I say vents, I mean these little covers with the slits in them. And then we're going to put a single plate cover on the end of the other side, and we're going to just cover those up with vents, the remaining pieces. Creates a styrated look. It's kind of cool. And that's the piece we are building right now. You can see that. I'll build another one real quick. Again, that goes on all the way down on the left, but on the right side there are the single cover pieces, so I'll just put those on. And once I have the sides determined, and just fill in the rest with the little slats. And then these will probably go on the exterior of the building we just put up. How do those go? Okay, so these will be in the middle then, and I attach them on the right side for the one facing me, and the opposite side of that for the one facing you guys. So that's that one. We're almost done here, and I'm going to take a break. I might finish this later this afternoon, but I got some things happening that I got to deal with. And then we're just taking these single 10-piece in a row, covering them with the remaining slats, and they're going to go on the outside row that we haven't covered up yet. Attach that in, click, click, click. And we're almost done here. This is all for step 2 of the San Francisco. There's 2 or 3 more bags that are marked 3, and those will be the Golden Gate Bridge, the Full House buildings, and the prison, Alcatraz. There we go. I need some coffee. So that's the building we've there, and then we'll show this is the side facing us. Oh, what is this building? What is that called? Let's look it up real quick. I believe that's 555 California Street, also known as formerly known as the Bank of America Center. All right, now we got this 6-piece here. We're going to put a stud on the outside, 2-piece stud in the middle, 1-piece stud on the outside, and then we got this red 2-piece cover that's going to go in the middle there, and this blue one that's going to go in the middle there, which is the one we've just built. And then that gets covered with a plate, and that is going to help us build our bridges, I guess. The red goes there. Where does that go? I don't know. It just kind of rests there, I guess. It just kind of rests there. I don't know if we're going to lock that in at some point, but it's just supposed to kind of go like that. So that's where we are. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to try and finish this up later today, but I need a few hours to get some stuff done. So keep an eye on Twitter and my Facebook fan page, and hopefully we'll be able to finish this today. Thanks, guys, and I hope you have a good day.